Njome bori bato basaringimba huwayoba nganiriba. Hi everyone, I'm Musina Nasako here, and just wanted to announce I'll be in Ohio for the National Veteran Tournament, and most especially for the Oroke Convention 2025. It's happening this end of month. I've never attended any Oroke convention despite being an Oroke to the core, but this time around I'm going to be there, and I'm hoping you will be there also. Now, one thing you don't know about the Oroke people, they are the most hospitable, they are the most welcoming, they are the most friendly, they are the most, I don't know how to put it, but it's that one group of people from Southwest, from Cameroon, from Africa, who you want to know, you want to get to be around them. And this convention is actually an opportunity for you to come and experience the finest culture, their music, their food, their dance step. They are just a group of fine people you want to be around. I will be in Ohio for the convention, so I'll make it a date also to be there. Yep. Late night, and I just decided, you know what? Let me just jump on here and just do a Allo Toridey. Allo Toridey is probably going to be a segment where we just talk about things that are trending in the community. We'll just talk about things that are happening in the community, and maybe towards the end we'll open phone lines if persons the one for contribute or people the one tell me wait till they happen for their own immediate community. Then it's going to be a good thing. One of the biggest news will happen this week. Probably Davido and Chioma, they are waiting for America, which was wonderful. I don't think anybody was expecting it was going to be some management thing. It was money spent, huge amounts of money spent. And but I think for me, the favorite part of the event was about those who were there. So one thing I'm trying to do right now, one thing I invest my time in right now is actually to network, to meet people, to meet wonderful people, to meet great people, to meet people who can actually bless me. And so events like this, I don't. Sorry, guys. And so events like this, I don't play. When I go to places like this, I make sure I do everything to get contacts, to sit and talk with people, to share my ideas about what I'm doing. Yeah, it's an event, it's a party. People go there to have fun. But trust me, if you have 2 minutes or 3 minutes with Dangote, you want to show him what you're capable of. So yeah, why everyone was amazed by the outfits, by the glamour of the event space, by every other thing. Me particularly, I was just looking at the type of people I saw there, and I was like, man, I wish I was there to just network and get contacts. Ooh. Another trending thing for our community this past days, I think for me, Chupu Motin, he plays now for New York Red Bulls. And man, oh man, this guy's been scoring back-to-back goals. This guy's been scoring like he's just having the fun of his life playing football in America. Now, on I know say he don't retire from national team. I don't know if he retired from the national team or they stopped calling him. But right now, we actually maybe like we get problem for attacker like 9. But the conversation now is Chupo Motin, who is actually scoring goals for his club versus Abubakar Bensang, who doesn't even have a club at the moment. And even when he had a club, he was playing for some inferior club and was struggling to even score goals. Who do you think should lead the team to AFCON? Do you think Abubakar, who doesn't have a team right now, should be the one leading our boys? Or Chupu Motin? For those who are commenting, I see my boss, Ngwa Martin. Shout out. Definitely. I don't know if you have my number, but if you can just text me, you can get my phone number, Ngwa. You can get my phone number on the Facebook page to read it, and just text me on WhatsApp, and then we can plan something. Yeah. I hope you there around Texas or you there around America. But anytime we did do, we can do something. We'll be very, very glad to have you on the platform. So I was talking about right now the debate, the conversation is about Chupo Motin and Abubakar Bensang. Chupo Motin is actually playing in America right now, scoring goals back to back every weekend. and versus Abubakar, who at the moment probably doesn't even have a team, pathways with his old team, even though he contract not even go to the end. Who do you think should actually represent us as probably as captain for national team? Okay, that's good, man. Lagos, Nigeria. I hope everything over there is fine. And that's one other thing I feel like we're not talking a lot about. You see so many so many Cameroonians now in Nigeria, and they are doing very, very well. I was talking to a friend the other day, and she was telling me how she has established in Nigeria. She's actually here right now to just rest a little bit, but then she'll go back to Nigeria. And she's even telling me that she's making more money in Nigeria than when what she was making when she was working in America. You understand? I think Nigeria is actually building that ground, creating that ground for Pan Africanism. Like every person can come there, and if you're good at what you do, you can actually easily excel. So, my brother Angwa, just hit me up when you have time. We can plan something, and I'll be very, very happy to host you. Another trending topic in our community, Stanley Eno, a concert, I think Living Together concert. So if you listen to his speech, interview after the concert, it was just about bringing the youth together. It was just about bringing people together, and so we can just have fun while we have conversations, and just talk about what did happen, what if it happened, what we can do to move on as a community, what we can do to move on as a people, and things like that. And it was so successful. I just even standing on it, we believe it would be successful that way, to that level, to that extent. And right after that, he had an interview, and the guy was just so emotional, just express himself. And that's one thing I've learned about Stan. When he actually attains some level of success, and then he has a chance to talk, man, the guy will just talk and talk and talk. But whatever he's saying, really pay attention and listen to what he's saying and try to understand him. Don't try to listen and then you want to interpret it your own way because you don't like the guy, or because you hate the guy, or because you're bitter about whatever thing is happening. Stanley is a great person. Stanley is somebody who has walked his way. It's not easy to have just one song which is handpay, and yet you run with that energy for 10 years. Now, he has other songs, he has other good songs, but you cannot compare the success of these songs to handpay. I think the only two songs he has that were really popular, like both in the French speaking and the English speaking part of the country, is Hepe and yeah, the family. Yeah, but like I said, his concert Living Together was for me was a success. I liked what I saw. I liked the fact that he brought so many other artists together. I like the fact that it was about young people and how, because even before the concert, he has had all the projects under this Living Together thing. He had seminars, he had this, he had that, he had all the things that he was doing prior to the concert. Now, he interviewed after the concert. So many people did not like the interview, and they were not even. It was not even about what he said. It was about, according to them, his accent. Oh, you want to talk like American. Oh, you want to talk like say. Oh, you want to show now. Oh, you want to. And that's the problem we have with our community, right? It doesn't matter how good what you're doing is. Our people will never pay attention to what you're doing. They'll just look for something that they consider a fault, something that they consider a weakness. And that is what they want to run with. Like, look at an event that was so successful, and you expect everybody to just go out there and congratulate and just praise and just ask, how did he do it? So the next person can do it. So the next person can do something better. So the next person can do something bigger and stuff like that. But no, nobody's focus is that. All our focus is his accent. Oh, he want sound like American. He want sound like. And for me, what actually really baffles me is the fact that you see people who are not dressed like Africans. You see people where they wear fake hair. You see where they wear fake eyelashes. You see people where man picking they don't cream their skin. You see people who are so fake, and yet they turn around and they want to criticize somebody that their accent is fake. They are faking blah blah blah. No, for me, I don't think that should be anybody's concern. The most important thing is the message. Was he saying something that can help our community grow, help our community come together, help our community prosper? If that is the case, yes. And then let's just focus on the message, not how he was putting out the message. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know when this accent palaver became. It's even funny how even me, what the American, if I want to sound or talk like American, or I want to talk like because I work with these people, I treat with these people, I've been here for some time. It's only normal that I can sound like them. But guess what? People who want to see bash me say, oh, why do you want me to say you over Americanized one and things like that. Bottom line, let's try to worry about things that are really important. Let's try to worry about things that are important, things that can help us grow. I don't think somebody's accent is one of those things. If you want to even criticize somebody's accent, then you should try to go back to your village and dress like your village people, dress like our grandfathers, our forefathers, our papa, them be the dress, eat like them, do things like them, and don't even use the English language. If you intend for criticize somebody, he accent when you talk English, then you don't even have to use the English language because it is not yours. You're borrowing the language. So you if you criticize some person, say the Bow accent, why will you use the Bow language? Now I read a post on social media on Facebook, and it was actually pointing to this whole 9 to 5 versus self-employed or entrepreneur palaver. So the guy who actually made a post, my brother Malik, I think he just wanted to share his idea about how difficult making money in America is. So if somebody offers to give you or send you $100, you should be grateful. And then another person came under the post. I made a comment that caught my attention. The person was actually trying to point to the fact that if you are an immigrant in the diaspora, there's just two things you must try to do: either IT or nursing. And then some other person came under and was trying to affirm whatever the other person said. Like, oh yeah, that's true. IT or nursing, those are the only two things that can guarantee wealth or guarantee riches or guarantee stability in America. I looked at it and I laughed. I laughed because I feel like, especially the first person who commented about IT and whatever, they sounded so ignorant. They sounded so ignorant. If I know 20 to 25 millionaires from Africa or from Cameroon in the United States, 23 of them are probably self-employed. 23 of them are probably people who came here a long time ago and they probably do not even have papers. So they could not even do some kind of work. And that was how they jumped into start doing business, which was self-employed. 23 of them are people who probably did not even go to school that much. And it's not just about only in America. We can see that even in Cameroon. Look at the most successful people we have: the Power Guarantee, the DDs, that all the successful business people we have back there, or we had back then. You realize that these were people who actually did not have anything that they would say, oh, maybe it will help me get a job as a teacher. It will help me. No, 9 to 5. I don't have anything against 9 to 5. I don't have anything against 9 to 5. But for you, your route to become a billionaire through 9 to 5 is as slim as, I don't know, like a camel going through a needle. Anybody who starts a business, anybody who starts anything that self-employs them, their chances of becoming a billionaire overnight is about 90%. Contrary to you who decides to do a 9 to 5, even if that 9 to 5, you're making 500,000 a year. I'll give you a simple example. In America, if you're making 500,000 a year, you're probably paying taxes for like 200,000 or something. And the funny thing about America is the more money you make with people, right? The more money you make, the more you feel like you have to engage into some crazy stuff and spending some crazy amount of money here and there. That is just the general idea for most people. So the possibility of you even becoming a millionaire as a 9 to 5, the chances are really, really low. The chances are really, really low. Yeah, the chances are really low. I just want to make sure they. Anybody who starts a business. Yeah, the chances are really low for you to become a billionaire because you're doing a 9 to 5. Now, it is true most of the people you see doing businesses today actually started off as 9 to 5. You understand? They started off as 9 to 5, they raised some money, and then they went ahead now to invest in whatever business they're doing today or start up a business. But trust me, if they wanted to continue in their 9 to 5, they'll still be back there. They'll still be probably in level 2 or whatever. So generally, what most people do is they get a 9 to 5, they raise some reasonable amount of money, then they jump into business. 6 months, 1 year, they quit their 9 to 5 and they focus on the business because it brings in more money, better money than any 9 to 5 can do. And now, especially for those in the United States, The opportunities or the the fine things that comes with you being a self-employed or an entrepreneur, or somebody who has a business, who's running a business. It's so many. Most For me, the most important is the fact that you can actually make your own schedule. You can actually have that flexible time to have time with your kids, with your family. You can always push things around to favor you, so you can do other things. Whereas when you're doing a 9 to 5, you don't have any option. You just follow the what do they call it? I've forgotten. It's been long since I clock in and clocked out. Yeah, you don't have any choice. You just have to clock in and clock out. They tell you what to do. You just respect and you just do what they have to do, and things like that. When you do a 9 to 5, the possibility for you to have a pay raise of about 10% or 15% is almost impossible. They usually raise their pay by cents. So you work for 1 year, 2 year, they raise your pay, your hourly pay by 20 cents or 30 cents or $1 or $2. Whereas the person who is self-employed, they go out there. Salute, Mr. Gibbet. The person who is self-employed goes out there and they can actually they decide. Somebody like me, I decide how much money I want to make this week or next month. You understand? I decide, and because I have a business, I know how my business operates. I know where to get my clients. I know where to get which kind of clients. I know what to do if I want to make more money this week or more money this month. So I decide, and that's some of the advantages. Some of us who are self-employed, I don't want to call myself entrepreneur for now, because without me, the business is probably not going to run like I want it to run. It will be there. It's still going to make money for me, but it's not going to be as smooth as I want it. So for now, I still refer to myself as a self-employed. But any day, anytime, if you're a 9 to 5, you should start thinking about getting something. Before you know it, you transition into becoming an entrepreneur and then a millionaire. Like I said, becoming a millionaire in America doing just 9 to 5, it's hard. It's difficult. It's really, really difficult. That's the reason why even the doctors you see, even the whoever, it doesn't matter how much money they are making, they have a business on the side that they started doing. Most doctors are millionaires today because they started a clinic, they started a business. So they started working for themselves. They started something and then they're working for themselves. That's just, for me, that's just it. So this whole debate about 9 to 5 versus self-employed, I see so many people encouraging our people to, oh no, go do nursing, oh go do IT. Well, yeah, all those things are good for you to just have money that you can pay your bills and support people back home and things like that, because that's what they want. Like, they just want you to put yourself in that situation where when they want money, you can support them. The world will actually pay in America. Like I said, if we have 30 Cameroonian millionaires in America, 25 of them are self-employed. The 25 I'm talking about, for the last 15 years, they probably have not clocked in, clocked out for anybody but themselves. So what should we encourage? Should we encourage more people to go and be clocking in and clocking out in funny places like warehouses? Or is that what we should do? Or should we encourage our people to be entrepreneurial, to start something and give them time and give it time to grow and things like that? I made a video yesterday and I talked about how life is transactional, and I actually laid down my case, and I I I try to explain why I feel like life is transactional and you should look at life as transactional. It will save you the headache of wanting to get angry that, oh, this person did not do this thing for me. Oh, that person is not doing this, is not supporting me. Oh, this person is not. No. Before you even go to start asking yourself if someone is supporting you or not, you first of all need to ask yourself if you have supported them enough the way they want, that will permit them to support you. So you will hardly, it's difficult for you to hear me say, oh, complain about, oh, people not supporting me, or people not doing this for me, or this person betrayed me, or that person. No. The reason being, I look at life as transactional, right? If I've actually treated you the way you feel like you have to return the favor, you will do exactly that. So if I do something to you, expecting you to do something to me, and you don't do anything, probably it means you were just expecting me. You were just smart enough to know I can expect this guy. You understand? And there are so many other people out there who felt like or who feel like I expected them also because they did things to me and they expected something in return and they never got anything. So I did a video yesterday and I talked about how transactional life is, and that is how I feel like we should start looking at things. And somebody wrote a comment under that video. I saw the comment today and I just smiled and they were like, "Oh, yeah, I don't agree with most of the things you say. I wish they actually spelled out some of the things they did not agree with so I can maybe expatiate or explain more or explain better." But I will reiterate on the fact that life is transactional. Nobody on earth is doing something for nothing. Nobody on earth. Nobody is doing something for nothing. No, every person, every act, every time you see someone doing something, they have a reason why they are doing that particular thing. Whether it's for the other person or whether it's for them, it's still transactional. The people who complain, or not complain, the people who claim to be good people, right? People like me who claim, okay, we are doing this for the community, we are doing this for the community, we started to read it for the community. We go around, we interview people because we want to build a community. You think we're just doing that because no, we have something that we are gaining. When I see the community grow, it makes me happy. And when I'm happy, it adds a few seconds to my life or a few weeks to my life or whatever. When I go to places and people walk up to me and say, "Oh, we see what you're doing. We really like what you're doing. Take this $200, take this $300, take this $500, or take this $1,000." In as much as I was not doing it for that particular, give me $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever, but there's a reason why. Nobody on earth would do anything without a why. Nobody. And that why is the basis of the transaction. How can I put this? Once you decide to do something, or before you even decide to do something, there's always a why am I doing this? That why am I doing this is already your pay. Why am I feeding the homeless? Because I just feel sorry for them. I feel pity for them. It will make me happy to see them eat. That is your pay already. So once you feed them and they are happy and they're smiling, you're happy, it adds something to you. That's why most people don't even expect, most people like me, we don't expect anything when we do what we do, because our whatever we are supposed to get or supposed to gain from whatever we are doing, we have it, it's automatic. Once I slide my camera and I start talking over here and one person see and one person comment and one person feel like they are blessed, that's it. I have that fulfillment. I'm not expecting more than that. If I don't light my camera, I feel die. I feel Chris. My skin make me they say, okay, like I know well. So I'm not even doing this because of no, I'm doing this for me. So when I talked about life being transactional yesterday, I understand what I'm talking about. I know some people in their mind or in their head, they just don't want to accept the fact that life is transactional because it's going to guilt them. It's going to make them feel like, oh, so I married my master now because say you marry your master for particular reasons, either because you want me help you get picking, or you want me help you pay at this, or you want me, or you. There's a reason why you got married to him, and that reason why you got married to him is what is making that relationship transactional. The same reason with your husband marry you also for some particular, he get why he choose now you, why he not choose now that other girl maybe the full and time maybe the younger or whatever, and that is why now you make that relationship transactional. If that why no day for day, for marry you, so you realize that transaction not for be. The same way if that why no be day, for marry also, it means it for being a transaction. And that is the reason why people get married and they're like, oh, tell me before I'm married, if they ever can pick me up, if they ever open my door for moto, if they ever do this, now in the door again, I don't want me to marry again. We don't listen white people. We can sit here and say, oh, they have ridiculous reasons why they break up or why they divorce. But guess what? Once their why in that relationship or in that transaction is not existing anymore, they want to go their separate way because they don't see any reason. They don't see any need for them to stay. Once you realize I've been married a man because he was really active in bed and things like that, and then you realize that they might totally stand again, why do you want to stay? That is not a good transaction anymore, except there's other things that are compensating for the why that brought you into the relationship. So whether we like it or not, life is transactional. Start looking at things that way. I feel like if we start looking at things that way, it go difficult for we, and it go even easy for we for even tell person, say, give birth. I want you to come for Toridey. And in return, as you come for Toridey, this is what you're going to contribute to Toridey. And in return, me too, I go to make the team. I will help you with this. I will help you with your campaign. I will help you understand. I even prefer my life be that way. Me man and woman, they should not say, I didn't marry you now because you get BB buttocks. I marry you now because you get BB chest. I marry you now because I feel like you know work for bed. Or you know work for bed. And then the woman to look at the man says, I didn't marry you now because of your money. You know fine. You don't even get clean teeth. You get very bad attitude, but they marry you now because of your money. So the day with that money, no day, I feel like that transaction should come to an end. Except there are other things that are compensating you for the original reason why you got into the relationship. If we start being honest that way, I feel it will solve a lot of problems for our community. Because that is where the issue is most of the times. You see two people who are getting married. So excited about using the example for marriage. You see two people who are getting married. They ask the boy, say, why are you getting married to this girl? Oh, no, for some reason, I just fall in love with you. I don't know, but I just love it some kind of way, which is not true. You're getting married to them because they are a nurse. You're getting married to them because they're a doctor. You're getting married to them because you know when that time comes, you take their paycheck and you start managing it. You travel to Cameroon and spend in Cameroon like you're a wealthy guy, whereas you're a broke guy. You're getting married to them because you know they are stupid. They'll just give you all their money for you to manage and you do whatever you want to do with it. The same thing even with our women. You ask a woman, why are you getting married to this guy? Just talk one time, I marry him because he get six pack, he get this. Now better man for me for take and go occasion. When I enter the occasion, so all man go respect me, all man go look me, all man go smile. No, oh no, they marry him because you start giving some other reasons, and then before you know it, the guy is even convinced that you got married to me because I have this good character, I have all of these things. So that's not the truth. You got married to them maybe because of their money, because of their family name. You just want to be one of those persons who are, she's married to the Nasakos, to the Muketes, to the this, to the that. So for me, the earlier will accept a life be transactional, and we'll start put, and that's the reason why when I need to feel your energy, when I just feel like whatever me and you are having, I need to see what you are to gain for though, I need to see what you are to bring out to your table. That's another thing. Also, I'm always honest with myself. If I don't really see how I can contribute to your life, if I don't really see how I can improve, if I come close to you and I don't see how I can help you in one way or the other, because me helping you is helping myself. If I don't see how I can contribute to you, I don't even want to be your friend. I don't even want to be around you. That's just me. The same thing if I realize that the things that really contribute for my life, then I think I really need you for contribute. Why should we be friends? Why should we be talking? I don't think it's necessary. So yeah. For those who are watching, if I get anything will contradict about it, so now let me know. So yeah, life is transactional, whether we like it or not, accept it, and then be open about the transaction. If we can be honest with people about why we are dating them, why we are working with them, why we want to employ. Guess what? Take for instance, when you go to look for a job, your employer knows very well you're coming to do that work because of the money they are paying you. You understand? That is what your employer knows. You also know very well, so the only reason why they bring you for you because the one way you can't clean sheet or maybe you can't do whatever thing, you know exactly, they give you what they call a job description. This is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do. And once you don't do those things, what do? They fire you. The same way with your employer, once he's not paying you, what do? You quit the job. That's why it's easy. That's why it's difficult for you to really see employer and employee going back and forth. No, because from the beginning, the transaction was defined. This is what you're supposed to do. This is what I'm supposed to do to compensate you. Once one person need to hold the bargain again, that's it. All man go in separate ways. Peacefully. So for me, life is transactional, whether we like it or not. We start looking at it like that, it will actually help now. I actually was scrolling through social media today, and then I saw somebody we consider a celebrity, somebody we consider huge, somebody we consider big, and they were going back and forth for comment section with another person who I know very well. So much respect for him also, but they are not as big as the other person. So one of those situations where you look at somebody age-wise, world probably wise, because that was what they said in one of their comments. They say, oh, before I want to be your age, I will already get the kind of money, or I will already be established. So world-wise, I think consider they be better than the other person. Even school-wise, I should say they go school by the other person. And we have a community where once some person rich past you, old past you, get money past you, probably be popular past you and things like that, they feel like you can never have an opinion. So whatever thing you write, especially if you write about them, especially when what you write about them, it comes off as a criticism or as an insult even, they just feel like it's a good opportunity for them to really disrespect you. Now, this is not me saying that people should go around and attack celebrities or attack other people because get for cost me also because he reach past me or you owe past me or he be celebrity, but that's not what I'm saying. What I'm just saying is the responsibility lie more on the person we get to be smarter, the person we get to be more educated, right? The person we know better, the person we don't live longer on this earth. The responsibility they more on you for educate the other person we feel say no nothing, or get no nothing, or this and that and that and that. So sometimes when I see some of these back and forth between celebrities and fans and this and that, I don't know if they do it for the buzz or they do it because you just want to create that conversation and things like that. I don't know if that's what's happening, but for me, I always feel like the bigger person get more responsibility for address situations like that. Like I said, I'm not here to encourage people or younger persons to go out there and disrespect person because at the end of the day, the responsibility is on the older person a shoulder for amend the situation or for correct the situation or for fix the situation and things like that. I'm just reminding those who are supposed to be smarter, those who are supposed to be experienced, those who are supposed to know better, to know that the responsibility is more with you than the other person. I'll give you a simple example. Most Cameroonians, we don't even know why people are supposed to be educated or why people go to school. Most Cameroonians go school, but they don't even know why they go school. They feel say they go school now for go learn book, for can't find work. They feel say they go school now for go learn book for can't oppress people for Kati. They feel say they go school now for go learn book for just can't she don't say, oh, I get PhD, I be doctor. Oh, call me doctor. I'm tied to that and things like that. No. For me, the reason why people go to school, the reason why we want to be educated, the reason why we still go to school even after we don't finish school is because you want to know so much. Because when you know much, it will help you actually identify things, solve problems, provide solutions. So, for instance, I did a show the other day and I was talking about just imagine say certain words that nobody exists, right? Just imagine the word pregnant, nobody exists, and then you be supposed to explain for the person say, "Yeah, woman they pregnant." It will be a whole long conversation. It will be a whole long explanation. So if you tell, oh, after me, I do whom I'm married, we'll go high, so I move my toto, he open with this thing, I put my toto inside this thing, and then we'll make this thing, so make this, and then so water come off my waist now. That water now come inside my waist, he enter inside belly, he go inside belly, he waka, he go make so, and that's so small human being surely the inside belly where you go, and that's you just trying to explain that my wife is pregnant. So the reason you went to school is because you want to learn and know which words to use for breakdown situation for where even person we no go school for easily understand them. What I'm trying to say is the responsibility they more on the person where go school, past person where no go school when them two they conversate. So when person will no go school and person will go school, there's story. The person with the responsibility, they more on the shoulder for make sure say communication flow very well. Now the person will go school, no be the person will not go school. The person will not go school no know better. He don't know anything. Now you with the responsibility then on you when you go school for make sure say the conversation be broken down to the simplest way. For we all na two na come on for day, all na two na understand each other perfectly. And that is one thing I noticed in our community. Like the more people they be educated, instead for them to be simple and use the thing they don't learn for teach our community, for help our community, go through certain situations and things like that. On the contrary, those who are actually educated, those who are considered learned, they are the ones that are actually causing the chaos in our community. Look at our government. About 80 to 85, maybe 90% of the persons the way they manage or they run the country a PhD holders, doctor this, professor this, that. But look at how messed up the country looks. On the contrary, in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 70s, when we had less people where they go school, where they get PhD and this and that back in the days, you get common interest, you get first school common interest, you become commissioner and stuff like that. The country was far more better back then than now. We'll get a professor, then this, and that. So I was talking about this whole celebrity and fan situation where they go back and forth. The man coach, the man did this, that, the man say, oh, I want give, I will give a bass boss. I will give a bass boss. I will give a bass boss. You give bass boss. We all too we know about life. We all too we don't learn about life. We all your experience we get them as an older person. With everything we know, especially we don't go school. You want to drag yourself down for the argue and curse with some person for social media. Does it make any sense? Person you know nothing. You know nothing. Doesn't make any sense. I remember the other day, I think about 1 week ago, I was really putting out stuff about Camto. My opinion, though, I was putting out stuff about Camto, was writing stuff about Camto, was, oh, this is how I feel about him. Oh, this is how I feel about him. Oh, this is how I feel about him. Oh, this is how. And then we did a show and people called in and some certain people that show, they actually convinced me about the way I be treat Camto. To be honest with you, and I even like after 1 day, I even called one of them. Yeah, my brother said dishonest intellectual is dangerous to a community, very, very dangerous. And we have so many of them. So I even call one of the persons the way he actually explains to certain things them about, and I was like, bro, you know, I was so bitter about Camto. I was so angry with him to the extent I did not even want to catch him. I did not want to like, because my focus was only why he did not go for elections for 2020, where we know very well say that election is a foundation for a candidacy for 2025. Why he deny? Why he deny? Why he deny? And that's the person tell me say, yeah, Nasa Kobe, understand say if they already deny for go for 2020, if they already make that mistake, but you not only end for this, so people don't use that mistake for crucifying, which is wrong. You understand? So even if we want to talk about the mistake we make, and we all agree say make mistake, but we if we end for the, we if we tell this other group of people and I say because he made that mistake, we not qualify now for disqualifying, we not qualify now for penalizing. No, they are not supposed to be the ones to penalize him. We, the voters, are supposed to go to the polls and say, because you be denied for go for election for 2020, we'll not go vote you. We'll vote that man you don't be for 3 years. I was like, bro, I don't know why I did not see it like that. And that is how it's supposed to be in the community. Some people that we didn't want to overgo with school, right? We feel saying una wanna go school, una wanna don't travel around the world, una wanna know things. Well, it no matter how we mess up, it no matter how stupid, it no matter how insulting it will be. Now, when I get to be that brain. Now, when I get to be the brain, like when I get to find that very calm way, that best time for really explain for some person say, no, this thing na so it work. I know say you your blood the hot, I know say, but na so again for go, na so again for go. And the truth about life now say when you really take your time explain it, even if now who, even if now no be that particular time, you know understand and with time, you can understand them. Nowadays, we have a lot of educated but unexposed individuals in our community, and these individuals are very dangerous for the society. Very true, very, very dangerous. We get a lot of people, we get so many people the way they go school and go get certification. They don't go school and go learn to if you can apply and for the community, for make the community better. So many people they go school and just go pass exams, say I be doctor, I be this, I be that. Now why that? And now them the mostly, oh, call me doctor, you must call me doctor, you must call me doctor, you must call me doctor. It is not about people calling you doctor, it's about you acting like a doctor. That's what should be more important. Another topic I wanted to talk about is marriage. Marriage. I am of the opinion that by 2035, 2045, 2055, marriage no get the importance we get them again for the community, no get the value we get them again for the community. Like marriage no being one of that thing the way people they really be like, oh, I want to get married someday. Oh, I want to know. If you look at very well, the whole idea, the whole excitement, the whole thing we be there about getting married back in the days, it's fading away gradually. Nowadays, when somebody tells you they're getting married, you just I'm married today, and then after tomorrow, we'll see and I fight and this and that. Some person tell you, so oh, so this person got married the other day. I just give an example, and I tell you that's why I do. You just I love two people they don't marry, but the man they cheat for you, the man they cheat for you, the man they do it only like hate it or love it. I personally feel like 2035, 2045, 2055. marriage not even been at some conversation again for the community. The rate of divorce, first of all, really high. And when you talk about rate of divorce, now they don't actually decide they don't want divorce. If you want to look at those who are actually in the marriage and they are not even happy, you will hear now after 15 years, say we were married for 15 years, but for 10 years during that marriage, we were not talking, we were not friends, we were enemies, we were fighting, we were blah 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 blah. So finally, we just decided, you know what, we'll divorce and these things like that. I don't know if I should start talking about why I feel say marriage they lose that value, we get them that importance, we get them. I don't even think I get answers because me since I never really married. You understand? I never really married, but I know say I never married. There are reasons why I've not gotten married. Let me share something with you guys. One time, I was talking to some elderly person, right, and I was telling him, "Hey, I'm looking at getting married. What are some of the things I should consider before I get married?" Now, person when you don't married is to be married and things like that. He tell me, say, "Ma, I talk to 100 people the way they don't married and then divorce. Say, ma, I talk to 100 men where they don't married and then divorce. If after I talk to that 100 men where they don't married and then divorce, I still feel like I want to get married, then I can go ahead and get married." Now, I asked him why, and he said he's not going to explain. Let me just go and do what he's asked me to do, and then make my decision after that. So if he explain that for me, it could probably defeat the purpose of why he tells me to do that. So I started talking to a few people, talked to about 15 to 20 to 25 persons, and then I realized why he told me that. Because if you talk to a man who is divorced, in most cases, they'll only tell you about the negative reasons why they divorced, why they left their wife, why their wife left them. And most of them always only tell you the negative things. You understand? So what he was trying to do was, if after you talk to 100 people and they tell you 100 negative reasons why they divorced, and you still feel like you want to get married, then you have a good reason to get married. You understand? It means say, put enough negative things there for the scale. But if the positive thing the way they for your mind is still outweigh the negative thing, then you can go ahead and get married. So if someone tell you, say, my woman be cheat on me, now what I divorce, but you still feel like I want to get married, I don't care what my woman will cheat on me. My woman be the my woman no be the cook for me, now why I divorce. It means say if you want to get married, it means say you don't really give that one, then I really some consent for you. If someone tells you my woman be the beats me, now why I divorce, and then you still say you want to get married, it means say you don't get you time if your woman beats you. You will still be okay with. So according to him, all those negatives, right? If you after you know about all those negatives, they really exist for inside most marriages, and you still feel like you want to get married, then you're good to go. Bro, I talked to only 20, 25 people. I say, you know what, let me pause this whole marriage project first. I said, my pause this whole marriage project. I remember one time we have these things that we call sequi, right? Sequi is probably somebody's house or somebody rents a house and then they transform it to kind of like a cabaret or not a cabaret, like a bar, restaurant kind of thing where men them can just go there at some time. You can eat and then you drink, you can just relax. The vibes around there is always Cameroonian, that kind of African, that kind of PE kind of thing. And sometimes you go there and then you just meet up people. Now, the idea about sequi now, for just create some place where when your woman they stress you or you get some problem for your house, if you just run away for you just can't hide for some people. When I figure this story with your friends them and this and that. I remember one day I went there. I just wanted to stop by because I needed to drop something with the person who was running the sequi. I met some grand people there around 1:30. Now, maybe even because I met that grand people there around 1:30 be the problem. The problem is I met that grand people for 1:30 with the chop fufu and ego. Grandfather we don't marry, he get pikin, he don't marry for more than 15 years. I meet up for day for 1:30. He not only she done for day, he chop fufu and ego. Instantly, I just noticed something there wrong for my house. And then the funny thing, I say, only the way I look the ground and this and that, the person will get a play laugh, say, hey, Sako, wait to be a problem. So no worry, you two your come here Sunday for night. Okay, my brother and for saying most divorce cases, people paint themselves white and the others black. Yeah, especially if they now the whole thing of painting the other person black is if they're even honest, right? Because that's another thing I learned also. Thank you for bringing up this point. The other thing I learned also is people will really lie about the other person. Now, if they lie about you, the other person, where you definitely have to collect data, it means that they mislead you. So thank you for bringing up that point. So I went to that place that night. I saw that grand fair for day, the chop for 1:30 a.m. I was like, damn. Sometimes you go to that place 2 a.m. People they lie for their housing. Lie for their house, they say they work double shift. They finish work their one shift from 2 to 10. And then from 10 to morning time, they can't shut down for that place. They drink the chop women, they story sute, and then from morning time they go house. When I look at some of these things, I look at the way it happen, I start to worry, I start to like, and even women then now, you hear the way some of them are talking about marriage and things like that. I feel like it's fading away. If care is not taken by 2035, 2045, 2055, marriage don't get any value anymore. It will be more of a contract. It will be more of a negotiation between two people. Because the most important things around marriage is people actually having kids, right? Having kids because now they begin to take care for our own, I don't own. You understand? So it will just be like, hey, hey, DJ, how for you? You know, more born I want picky if you take care of we are born I want picky. Hey, what you do? If we meet up today, we'll join team them as a that's it will be by 2055. What topic was that? Okay, I'll address now this topic of marriage. One other topic I wanted us to talk about: family and friends we grew up with. I don't know if you guys have that issue, but for a long time now I've had that issue. I grew up with family, a few family members who were really close. I grew up with so many people I was friends with. First of all, I came from a very poor family, so growing up, sometimes if you needed to eat, if you had to eat, you have to go eat from a friend's house. No. Name not like say fear married. I name not say fear married. Now just say with what I know, I am really cautious about who I'm getting married to. I want to make sure the person understands certain things. I want to make sure I understand certain things. I want me no say, hey, the day where you need to feel comfortable about this marriage anymore. If you feel like you want to leave, you have the right to leave. The same way, the same day we meet, I feel like I not be comfortable about this anymore. If I want to leave, my leave. I want to make sure say the person knows say even if we go our separate ways, we are not enemies. Because I don't see situation the way two people don't go their separate ways and then they act now like see the one just kill each other. If they get away, the one just kill the other person. So I don't want to. I just want to have a relationship where the person will get some level for understanding, and if possible, if even put down for the contract, you understand. If I come Sunday, you never cook my turning planty, they marry the end if I want them. If you two you got your own, if I come Sunday, you never do this. I feel like the contract needs to be very, very explicit. So I was talking about family and friends who grew up with. I don't know if you guys have that problem also, but it's one thing that has been bugging me. It's one thing that has been disturbing me for a very long time. I came from a place where I had a few family members that were close, but I had so many people who were friends. And these so many people who were friends is because I came from a very poor background. And growing up, you'd go chop now for the man their house, you'd go chop now for that person their house. You go chop now for year, you go chop now for year, for morning time, you go chop breakfast now for year, afternoon, you go chop lunch for year, evening. And all of these people, we build relationships with them. You understand? And some of them really feel like, okay, because if you can't chop for a house, we come in and we get a friendship. Even now, up to now, you still owe me, you get to be answerable to me. Back then, we were answerable to them. Any place they wanted us to go together, we'll follow them. Anything they want to do, we'll do them because at the end of the day, you go chop for the house for evening time or that kind of stuff. So we don't grow now, and as we grow, they go their own way, you go your own way. You start do certain things, them you two start get your foot them for down, you start to meet on new people and things like that. You start to go places, you started like so as all these things that they happen, maybe you start become I don't want to use the word a better person, but then you start meet up persons, you start attention level for life, you start be popular and this and that, and then but these people still feel like you're still the same Nasako. I just use myself as example. You're still the same Nasako. I still expect for you to treat our relationship the way we used to treat our relationship when we were kids, even now that you are older, you're bigger, you're whatever. Um, the expectations of marriage in the diaspora are different from those back home. The rate of divorce is actually higher amongst Africans in America than Africans in Africa. Very true. And I think say the simple reason for that is, um, especially for Africa, culture-wise, people still be okay. And then most women, most married for Africa be one, no, not really one-sided, but every person know your role. You the woman, your housewife. Me and the man, I'm the person make. I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about that, boss. So so yeah, I dey get a challenge. I dey get a challenge of managing my relationship with people I grew up with and the person who I did now. It's just imagine right now I am Toridey. I am talking to so many people, so many BB people, there's so many influential people. Then the work I do is actually bringing me close to so many people. Then the work I do is bringing me to close to so many people. Them so many influential people, so many smart people. Them so many people. The one who do things. Them back in the days when we were growing up, we used to have 24 hours to ourselves, especially for the daytime when school need go on. You get enough time to do anything, play, run around, do the one, do that one, do that one. But nowadays it's difficult. Nowadays it's difficult. Many of my friends that I grew up with, they still don't know about that. They still feel like we're supposed to be friends. They still feel like we're supposed to jump on the phone and talk for 1 hour or 2 hours. They still feel like we have to talk every day, every day, every day, every day. And guess what? I don't only have one friend. I have about 1,000 people who are expecting me to. I'm just using myself as an example. I got like 1,000 people who I grew up with, especially somebody like me who was a footballer, right? For Kumba, I get a 100 friend them. For Moyoka, I get a 100 friend them. For Boya, I get a 100 friend them. Douala, 100 friend them. Sang Minima, 100 friend them. Ebolo, 100, like all over. I don't cover America. I have friends that all over, all over. If I want to get up in 30 minutes, what am I, well, like, who's I will get time to do other things? So I don't know if you guys are having that problem. I really want to know how you guys actually managing it. Managing your relationship with family and friends, especially now you're there for some completely different level for life as most of them. I know it talks I don't succeed past all my friend them. You understand? But I don't realize say they my friend the way they almost there for the same level as me, or they there for even a higher level as me. They manage the relationship between me. They don't get any problem with the way I manage my relationship. For instance, I guess my friend way is really, really like, I think amongst us, he's actually probably ahead of me, far ahead of me, wealth wise, maybe even popularity wise, I don't know, and things like that. And I be just take it out for broadcast list at the sending some kind of things. And then some day I won't really get a serious conversation with he. He taking time to even see my message. And then he come after can tell me, say, I don't notice you, they always send broadcast list in there for me. He said, now while you send some serious message now, I didn't even get time to read that. I feel like still there broadcasting them. He said, take me out of your broadcast list. So any day where I receive message, Nasa couldn't text me. Inside my head, I will know I say a serious thing. So I get to find time, read their message, and then create time to talk. I was like, wow. And whether I like it or not, I have to respect his opinion. I have to respect the fact that he don't probably get time for me for talk. You understand? But there are so many people out there who don't see. I don't know how I do. I don't know how I don't explain it for them. Because me, no matter how I try for even explain it for my people, them, they're always like, oh, you just make excuses. Oh, you feel safe. However, at the end and for other people, other people can't tell me, say, that man say you feel safe. Me, get out, master. Me, you feel safe. Because you don't go to more America. They call you, need to pick your phone. Bro, you wake up call me for 3 a.m. You do 3 a.m. for America and 9 a.m. for Cameroon. You don't go call me for 9 a.m. for you. If you say 9 a.m. for you, 3 a.m. I'm sleeping. Like, oh God. I don't know how una they manage a relationship, but I really wish I can have somebody just lay down, like, because at one point in time I got frustrated. There was a time for like 4 years I did not have Facebook Messenger on my phone. When I know how that messenger calls that used to come, right? Any day, any time, any kind of place, and this and that, I just deactivate my messenger. I did not have messenger for like 4 years. It never even me up to how many months. Well, I put messenger back on my phone. I don't know if we are supposed to do stuff because they even can't see the video now. They'll go talk and say, "Oh, eat over high." If you say, "Be way, now they feed me." It's frustrating. But I really wish our people can understand because whether we like it or not, the more you go higher for life, you make new friends. The higher you go for life, you're meeting new people for every new level where you go. And if the person the way you start with, the persons you started off with, if they are not growing also, one thing we never understand and say friends for small picking no must be friend for big man. Very true. Very true. But the one the way they actually they ever feel say we must be friends still. You understand? Yeah, honestly, it's never been the same since I traveled. The fact is, we live in different circumstances, and whenever I try to explain it to them, they think it's because I'm in America. It's very frustrating, my brother. I thought I was the only one with this problem. I thought I was the only one with the problem of like they curse you out, they go out there and just talk about you. Like I don't even go for the party if they even want help and then you don't get and they feel like, oh, you're greedy because you're doing Toridey, you have all these millions or you have all these billions to just spread around, to just spend around. I don't know. This yeah, I think we'll find time, we'll really find some time really talk about this topic. We put a few call, make their contributions and share because it's crazy how it's crazy. Like I was saying, it's difficult for you to really continue to interact with people the way with friends they want and need to grow the same. You understand? I think say if I have a friend right now who is into media or is doing something really wonderful for the community, I will want to interview them. And during that time while I interview them, maybe we get that interaction, we get that conversations and things like that. Especially now where we don't grow. Yeah, responsibilities and yeah, especially now we don't grow. There are things I want to talk about, and if you are not ready to talk about those things, or if you don't have knowledge about those things, or if you never really give me some information about that thing, I know things in everyone's story. Like I want this story with my childhood. What are some of the things we start talking about? We start talking about how we go thief plum, or we go thief pear, or we go dig rat mole, or we go catch cutting grass, we cook am for bush, we chop the pepper soup, or we go set fish trap. Or what are some of the things we really want to talk about? And even if we get to talk about those things, we can talk about those things once in a blue moon. We want to repeat that conversation every day. Like every time we get together, we start talking about no. But guess what? If this friend, it don't actually make some level for progress, you understand? It don't make some level, but let's say that my friend and a governor or a minister, if me and him are supposed to talk, we can have some new things to talk about. Some important things to talk about. I fit actually ask, oh, how they work with a minister them? Now how bia they appoint you now? Now how this they happen? Now how that like the conversation will really make sense. The conversation will really make sense. I really just hope, especially the people the way they see them for down and maybe down as in negative. You understand? But what I would like or not, some people they a little bit up, some people they a little bit for down. I know that's a little bit for down. But yeah, I just feel like that you just get to understand. Some people they me and my friend they will grow up with and all of that. Way they even do it in the way it interests me. I don't invite them to read them for interview. They say they don't come. They don't get time. They tell me say no, they'll come to so kind time and this is what I want to do. I want to hold them with their next say, oh, because we were friends, you must do the interview. I don't think that would be fair. I don't think that's fair. I think that's disrespectful. So now the same thing. Once I think you just have to, people just have to sit and be honest to themselves and not say, okay, the man don't pass that level or we don't pass that level where I feel just call him at any time and now at least it bring that same the conversation also of your friend when a president, you know one call president because according to you, then a man even go school, I believe even show you answer for school. You know one refer to you as president or you know one respect you. When you say SDO the cam, man the stand say SDO the cam, you say now who that made that man get on my friend. No, things cannot work like that. When people don't get their title, when people don't work hard for certain things, give them the respect where they deserve. If you actually want that same level of respect or whatever, go ahead and achieve the things that you're supposed to achieve, and will attribute whatever you want. But my cry is to go out for people them out there. It's not like I don't want to talk for you. It's not like I feel too big or I feel like okay, I already arrived now. Whether I want to talk to you, that's not true. The thing is, times have changed. Like my brother talk for you. Once the geographical location don't change, or you say, and responsibilities don't change, it's difficult for to keep some kind of friendship anymore. I have a childhood friend that lives like 5 minutes away from me. I've not visited him for like 1 year. But this is one of the closest friends I had when I was growing up. One of the reasons we even be comfortable for move to Dallas, to Texas. When he moved to Texas, they were living in Arlington. Now because of me, I did for year. But like I tell, I don't make probably like 1 year. Nowadays, when we even meet up, we meet on and fulfill. I hope say it don't probably mature enough for no say okay, he don't marry it, he get picking them, he get forget that time for spend with his family and things. I cannot go and me I never married. I don't think me I even feel they hang out all the time. In whom I will surely even complain why they hang out with marry never marry. Which when I discuss, which when I do, which you just go do for Sakwe house. You understand? I don't want to go there all the time. The beginning with as you uncle, where's your wife? I never married. It did have a bad example for the beginning. The beginning look at like, oh, uncle is not married, so I'm not supposed to get married. Also, no. So the fact say he get a life with the liver now, married man with kids and this and that, understanding responsibility. He go walk back to back, maybe they even work sometimes 16 hours and will keep up with the things and this and that. Me, I don't get that over plenty responsibility there. I get my time where I feel chill. Me, I dey do na Toridey, I dey do na some kind of thing the way my money they enter, okay, way they enter. Me, now you not get the same lifestyle. So me, now feel the really like, oh, we must meet up. I know. But now people in day way every week I see them. People in day way, if I never see them for 3 days, 2 days, I take my phone and I call them. Because we get some common thing where they bring we together, whether we like it or not. That interest and until we are able to protect them. And it brings us back to the topic where I thought one of the topics we were discussing earlier. Say life be transactional. Until I see value in why me and you get for hangout. Until you see value in why me and you get for hangout, there's no reason why we're supposed to hang out. Gone are those days where you just even tell we come up for house, you go shoot up for idle park. You be get reason why we go for idle park. And if you go for that idle park, you don't get to it one time from that idle park, you don't go for it the next day. Just imagine calling an old friend to start explaining to them what happened to you at work, your weekly routine, commitments, worst of all, how much you make, etc. You will end up becoming an enemy to the whole village. That is so true. Just imagine. Oh, you want to say it. I remember back in the days when man be see the Cameroon, I had a relationship with this lady in America, and this lady be the work night shift. Do you imagine night shift now from 10 p.m. to maybe 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. right? And 10 p.m. for their time be already been at how many o'clock for Cameroon time? 10 p.m. that time be dinner like I think 4 a.m. for Cameroon time. So once he reach for work, he go call me maybe for that time. We'll talk today. So I get for the wake up every day around 4 a.m. Even time we used to work 2 to 10. So around 2, now already around 2 around 8 p.m. already for Cameroon time. So if you call me for that 2 in the afternoon for year, he day for work, because you shouldn't have some decks, you only control that thing and this and that. He day for work, they call me. It means me I will talk the whole night, my own time I go for sleep. Can you imagine? I messed up my own day, my own program and everything over it. So I just really hope people can understand. Like my brother talk, once that geographical location don't change, once responsibility don't change, once level for life don't change, the better thing for you for doing now, either for rise up. I get my friend the way, me and they not close anymore. The people the way he be close with them, you know why we be close to them. They don't even tell you. You just look and say, you know, say, okay, he be close to the person because they know say at their level that, na their level that. So when we talk about play we on a level when a football fee, we still we get the conversation with it. We talk about ball, we talk about sports, we talk about but once you come up for day, you hardly hear say me na you don't shoot up for some place or in no, you get people the way when you get a palaver, it go meet to them. The people they do they know, and me talk about people the way they get their own thing, they come meet me. So whether we like it or not, we used to be friends when we were young. That was because we had common interests. We get something them amongst you. We go play football. We go thief mango. We go thief plum. We go thief sugar cane. All that thing is so they make we feel like, okay, we have the same interests. But as we grow, we interests that they change. We location they change. We responsibilities that they change. Now so we person together change whether we like them or not. Your woman we married and not care whether the person used to be your childhood friend. If the person not get the character, he not get the persona, he not get that thing about you where your woman feel like okay, could be a positive influence. Your woman no want see you. And who you want choose your woman and you're picking it over a friend. Cannot work like that. Over a childhood friend for that matter. Oh, because he now my childhood friend, even though now he's a drunk, he's a useless, no useless man, no, my mother use the word. He's a useless person, he's a whatever. No, I must still be fair, I must bring it from no, life may work that way. If the person wants to be a part of your circle, they should improve themselves. If you want to be a part of somebody's circle that you feel like you really need to be a part of their circle, look for that thing about you that you can improve on that will interest them. And before you know it, that person though, now they will start finding you, now they will start call you and stuff like that. Whenever you sit and you feel like, okay, this person may not be used to really be close, and I like a company, they are drifting away from you. No, say the value you're bringing to the table is less, it's reducing, it's not important anymore. It's just natural. It's just natural. Once what you're bringing to the table is not valuable anymore, they'll go look for it somewhere, or they're probably getting it from somewhere already. So if you want to continue sitting at the table, it is on you to improve your value. It's on you to improve yourself. It's on you to do the things that are important for them, and then they'll continue to want to sit on your table. It goes also for the other people who want to sit on your table. If you want to be that person where Sakuri call you every day, Sakuri talk for you every day, Sakuri, no, do the thing the way to attract Sakuri attention. I use that like example. I'm not saying that is who I am. If you want to be that person, Sakuri call people in there for Toridey, almost every week we talk like 2 or 3 times. Almost every week we talk like 2 or 3 times. Even if we not talk on phone, we'll come for Toridey, we'll go back and forth for comment section, we'll discuss what kind of thing them. Because we get a common interest. We all are people that would want to see how we build our community. One try to see how we set up a platform where people will come there and share positive ideas of a build a community. That is the thing that is bringing us together. The day we are stopped for Duam, as I mean na Kungusa, other people will disappear. The day when they stop for the contribute, the way they contribute, they start the one insult people and this and that. Mutual will kick them out of the group, out of the platform. So it's no reason, it doesn't make any sense for you to just sit and be like, oh, the man don't run me, oh, he don't get money, now he don't run me, and blah, blah. Yeah, he don't get money, he don't run you. If you want to keep the relationship, find something you know, say that person will need them, add them for yourself, and you see the person go wrong, come back. Or you to find money. Money people get work out, money people. Yeah, this topic now, one topic where it don't eat me up for a very long time. It don't eat me up for a very long time, and I'm glad we talked about it. I'm glad so many people out there also feel the same way. I think we're getting to the end. I would have 1 hour, 8 minutes already. I needed this to be 1 hour, but might talk about this last topic when I feel big. I don't know if I know feel big. I think I can even play the song. Let's see if it's possible. Yeah, I think so. I will play the song. I think so. I know Phil Bill. He dropped an EP, and for that EP, he gets on one song with you. I really like him. The EP gets on one song where I really, really like him. And once you drop that EP, I listened to that EP. I picked out that song. I made a post about it, and boom.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
People just carry the song. And today it's gone viral. So many people are actually listening to it. So many people are loving it and dancing to the song. The energy for the song just plenty. On a tell me if una dey hear the song.
I come this life na me one no, and I know say one day I could come me back na me one no. Yo 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 yo. You just dey talk about me, oh, but if I tell you can't see where them they talk about you, you say you go shock you. See breakage.
So the artist name na Phil Bill, and folklore artist. One of the song. One of the songs away. It's really popular out there. If you have time, try and listen to the song. I think you'll like it. When you listen to the song as an Oroko man, you will feel Oroko. If you listen to the song like a grassy person, you will feel that grassy spirit inside. You listen to the song like an Ikang man, you get that Bikusi thing inside, and even small music from the West. The reason why I decided to talk about this particular topic, this particular song, is because listening to this song again and again and dancing to the song, especially when I'm happy, because nowadays this is a song I listen to when I want to just up my spirit. I want to just up my I want just uh Emmanuel Gufo say money man no must work out with money man, but people like a circle where people fit contribute positive idea even if they no get money. Very true. And if you remember, fine, I talk say if the man get money and you feel like you still want them to sit on your table, find something about you you think say that person go need them, improve on. It go make that person go come back. Most money people that like person if you make them laugh. People like Davido, right? If you look Davido is circle, no matter people that they really get money like he also. But now people any man get onto the contributor, it doesn't man they more like a comedian or the man they more like you understand. So what I was just saying is if some person they move away from your table because they have gotten something that makes them feel like okay, I don't need for shit over the table anymore. If you really need them on your table, you to find that thing where go compensate for two way they not get them. Find that thing about you, improve our way, go make them feel like wow. If it's to be not even you understand? If it's to be not even you feel actually don't get money and get some kind of level for life. Okay, this is who you want to start hanging out with. If any person feel like they really want to sit on your table, it's on them to bring something to the table that makes you feel like, no, I know if you go a day without this person. I know very wealthy people the way they get their friend and their childhood friend the way they see called and suited today. I feel bet you say that because that childhood friend gets some thing way they contribute to that person's life. It gets some thing where anytime we touch and so damn that person, should also be say, damn. You understand? You get a friend the way they are just honest with you. You get a friend the way they will just tell you know for the case of boy, you don't mess up. Now so you get for doing, so you get for doing, and you go do and that way everything go through. That kind of friendship that you see exists. What I was just saying is you have a group of persons who when I grow up together, they are not doing anything to make sure why you do grow for year, make them to they grow for year, but they still feel like we still just it's just get for still be that way. It's okay for still be that way. Every time they call you, it's about yeah, man. So I don't know. So I was talking about Phil Bill. I was listening. I've been listening to this song back to back. I've been listening to this song again and again. And one thing actually strike me. You see all the rubbish fight with the fight up and down. Oh, Northwest, Southwest. Oh, Anglophone, Francophone. Oh, Cameroon, Nigeria, oh, this, that. We are just wasting our time. We're just wasting our time. One thing is certain, we all are the same persons. We all are the same persons. Or Komange planty like country chop. I think Santa Man chop planty and beans as country chop. The other day I went to visit a friend, and while I was about to leave, the mom told me, no, I don't want you to leave. Our traditional meal is almost ready, and I really want you to try our traditional meal. This is somebody who is Bameleke, I think Bafang. And I was like, okay, Mama, I'll wait. I'll wait only for that mama if you go bring me a koki and plantain. And I was like, koki and plantain, as you want to humble me, or this is our traditional meal. And before, The woman said, no, in our traditional meal is, I mean, an argument with it. I'm telling you, somebody who is Bamileke, somebody who is grass field, and me, I am sour, but we'll get a dish that is common. So I was just trying to paint the picture of there's a lot about us that brings us or that can bring us closer than anything that want to make us feel like, oh, me and the person, no, me and the person, oh, the man na Oroko, me I be Bakosi, oh, the man na, like, I just listen to this song again and again, and even the dance. If I play the song, now just give me 1 second, I see something. If I play the song,
The one for bringing me down. Ces gens ne pourront jamais m'imiter. Je suis unique, y'a pas mon duplicata. They know my music is ancestral.
Even Bikusi, you realize if you dance Bikusi for the music. No, that big. So I don't know how they call that Bikusi, their dance step. But if you dance them for the music, it's just crazy how we sit and we really want to think about, okay, let's continue to split small group them, oh, the one, oh, that one. Now, if we make all these small group them, because each group could work on certain things for bring the community closer, for bring the community up, then it's fine. But if you go look at very well, you realize when you make that small group them, now for build small power, oh, if you drag the other person down, drag, which is not good. I think we are done for today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did 9 topics. That's not bad though. 1 hour, 60 minutes. Thank you very much. I think this was Allo Toridey. Allo Toridey in our segment, we are probably do at the kind of time, either 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. And I'll just get here and I'll just write down a couple of topics. It can be things that are happening in the community and we'll just discuss them, we'll just address them. Share our opinion on. But again, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for spending this time with me. I don't know if any person, if we more add one topic, national veteran NVT. Convention. So I don't know if any person if you follow national veteran. We don't ever attend, or you go attend the one we go happen for Ohio. It's a wonderful event. I think for now, NVT is the biggest Camonia event for diaspora. It brings together about 10,000 persons from all over the United States, from all over North America. And some people actually fly in from out of the country, from Europe, from Africa, just to come take part for the event. It happens once every year. And usually Labor Day weekend. So it will happen this month end for Ohio, and it's football. It's about 40 teams coming together. Most of them ancien joueurs them to fight or to play or to entertain. But then there's a trophy to take home. The event last year was in Minnesota, and it was wonderful. It was a success. Minnesota did so well organizing, and this year we expect see. Ohio would take her up 1 notch. By the way, I didn't think they struggle with putting their beats for host for 2027. Besides NVT, the Oroko people don't decide, see, every time any town where NVT the host, now for they go do their convention. So this year, because the NVT then have Ohio, now Ohio people the host the Oroko convention. So in as much as I they go for NVT, but the bigger thing what they really go do for Ohio now Oroko convention, my bigger focus will be now for Oroko convention. I have not attended any of their conventions. I am Oroko. I think I want to do this one. I really want to not just go there, but just really document what is happening, and then tell the world about what a wonderful thing my people are doing. If you get time for Beef Ohio, if you Beef Ohio, let me know so I can make plan for meet up you. If you get time for watch football, watch football. If you get time for pass for Oroko convention, make sure you do just that. If you can get a taste of what the Oroko people can do, their food, their dressing, their music. The music I just come up play, and I'm more of an Oroko music. Jomebori bato basaringimba o ayo baninganeri. Very wonderful song with a very, very good message. So stop by at the Oroko convention, either for their music or for their food or for the dressing, or you just want to mix, associate yourself, or interact with the persons. If you don't know, Morocco are one of the biggest tribes that will get from Cameroon. Just say for a very long time, the people were just so quiet. They just did them for their corner. Plenty the oil where you see Cameroon government they exploit them, they thief them, sell them, and whatever. It's coming from Dian and Dian. I think the whole of Dian now, Morocco people they occupy them. The whole of Ghana, I think part of Meme, a wonderful group of persons, wonderful group of persons. So if you get chance to be for Ohio or MVT, no say Oracle convention, they go on for that same town probably, and just make it fun by stopping by. Thank you very, very much. Except some person want call for make a contribution, if you connect phone me the person call, but if not, tomorrow is Friday. I think at this time I will be traveling. I'll be driving to somewhere. So I don't think so if we do a show tomorrow. But any other day we can do something. Thank you very much. See you now on the next one.